How do you discover yourself? The person that you are. Not what you do, not what you love, not what you like, but the person that you really are. In part 1, we discussed factors that play a crucial role in your sense of identity. Factors such as your hobbies, your career or job, religious beliefs, family ties, physical appearance, societal values and standards, and financial status. And we also mentioned that these factors are communicated and transferred through mass media, which is a tool or a medium used to transfer and communicate the values, the norms, the standards, and the culture of the people. And at the end, mass media becomes the culture of the people. Mass media becomes the people. If you have not done so already, check part 1 before you join with us into part 2. For you to have a better understanding of who you really are as a person or an individual, you must know the difference between your body, your soul, and your spirit. And these three are going to be the primary focus of this video. Your body refers to your 5 senses: vision, hearing, touching, smelling, and taste. Your soul refers to your mind, your will, and your emotions. For the purposes of understanding, we will refer to your spirit as your conscience or conviction or instinct. But in essence, your spirit is the God nature inside of you. The purpose of the body is to interact with the environment through 5 senses. The body takes information from the environment through observation and experimentation and gives it to your soul, which then goes to your spirit to be interpreted by your spirit or your conscience. If the information is harmful or wrong, your spirit will reject it through your conscience, resulting in confusion to the soul because that's what it received from the body. If your spirit is in control or strong, your soul will take orders from your spirit. And if it's the opposite, your body will dictate what the soul decides. This is what is called sin. Sin is disobedience to your moral convictions. But it's important to note that not all information received from the environment is wrong. That's why it's important for one to be controlled by his conscience, by his moral convictions, in order to know what is right or wrong. We need the body to see, to hear, to smell, to feel, and to taste. Your soul refers to your mind, your will, and your emotions. Your mind is divided into the conscious and subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is below the conscious mind, which is the reason why it's called sub. It is because it is below the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the one that collects information from the environment through your 5 senses. The unconscious mind is responsible for storing and converting the information you received from the environment through the conscious mind. It collects both the conscious information and unconscious information, the things that we are exposed to but we are not aware of. This is the reason why people are surprised why they can do or say things unconsciously. It is because the unconscious mind records everything, including the things that we are not aware of, and converts them to our reality without our permission, because that is how the subconscious mind works. This happens because people are not aware of the importance of what their minds become exposed to. It means that people must be careful of the information and environment they are exposed to because of the loss of the subconscious mind. As the saying goes, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, which means that we are made by our thoughts. Your will refers to the decision-making power based on the information received either from the environment through your body or the spirit, the God nature inside of you. Your emotions refers to the body's or spirit's energy as a result of the information received either from the body or the spirit. According to psychology, it is said that the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is true and false. It takes whatever that you give or impose to it and makes it your reality. This is the reason why they stress the importance of positive thinking, because the subconscious mind takes whatever you give to it and makes it your reality. It is said that you can manipulate the mind into believing false reality, since it can be able to distinguish between what is true and what is false. Positive thinking or energy is based on understanding how the subconscious mind works. It has got nothing to do with motivation or hope. It's important to note that the subconscious mind is part of the soul. So, what really makes the subconscious mind unable to distinguish between what is right or wrong, what is true and false? It is because the soul is located between the body and the spirit. And based on the one that is in control, either the body or the spirit, the soul takes whatever information or knowledge that is given and makes it your reality. The soul is responsible for making decisions based on what it is given. So it makes sense why this is the case, why the subconscious mind cannot be able to distinguish between what is right or wrong. It is because it is responsible for making decisions through your will. But here is the catch. Your spirit, your conscience, your convictions knows what is right or wrong. It is because it is the Spirit of God. When a person passes away, people normally say she left us, but the person's body is still there. So this shows that the real person is not the body, but rather the spirit of the person. It's a tragedy that we only discover who we are when we die. We live our entire lives believing and seeing life through something that we are not, and that is the body. I mean, she passed away, and the so-called sexy shape and looks are still here, but yet we mourn. When she was still alive, we used to make her important because of those. So what changed now? It is because the spirit was the genuine person behind the body we saw life through. The spirit was the one giving life to the body, but we couldn't see it because we see life through the body and not the spirit. We were created and made in the image of God, who is a spirit, which means that being made in the image of God does not refer to your physical body. It refers to the fact that you too, you are a spirit. You resemble the nature, the Spirit of God. God Himself is your self-image, is your self-identity, self-concept, self-worth, self-love, potential, and purpose. You are a spirit living in a body with a soul, not a body having a soul and a spirit. You are not a human being, you are a spirit being. We think we are human beings because we see life through the body. No, we are spirit beings. I mean, even Jesus Himself, God Himself, when He was here on earth, He was here on earth being God, but living in a body. Living in a body did not change who He was. So even us, it being in flesh doesn't have to change who we are. Since you are a spirit, it means that you should see yourself through God. Everything about you, self-identity, self-concept, self-worth, self-love, potential, and purpose. Your body, money, job, hobbies, societal values and standards are not your identity, because true identity and value is not known. People use these things for their sense of identity and value. This is the cause of identity crisis. You seek your identity from people and things that don't give you identity. That's why we have doctors who drink and smoke. That's why we have psychologists who are drunkards, who are depressed, who are divorced. That's why we have fat dietitians who tell patients to live a healthy lifestyle, and yet they don't practice what they preach. They value money more than themselves. In part 3, we will be discussing the importance of self-identity in intrapersonal and interpersonal relationships, because identity is the foundation of all relationships. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and share it with others. If you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more of our content. We upload 3 times a week, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to follow It's All About Relationships on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.